guys, guess who? Thank you so much for popping in. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, and I truly apologize because I just kind of disappeared without any explanation whatsoever or any indication of when I'd be back. And I just wanted to let you know that it was not planned that way. I just had a lot of stuff come up, and we're rearranging our house for a few different reasons. And when I started doing that, I completely disassembled my craft room / office. And to be honest with you, the way it started out, there's marks all over this desk. The way it started out is I just didn't have anywhere to film, and it's been that way ever since. And so I know that, gosh, there's so much dust, and I feel like there's a dog hair. I feel like that I should have popped on anyway, even if the video wouldn't have been ideal conditions, you know, regarding where I was filming and stuff. But life just got away from me. And I've had some health stuff going on and some ongoing stuff that I've been getting testing for, and work and life and all that stuff. So anyways, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're just going to count money, and we're going to see where I'm at with my savings, because I have lumped everything together that I have right here. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I wanted to get a baseline of where I was at with my savings, where I was at with my goals, what direction I'm going in, and kind of give you an update on what is on the forefront as far as what I'm going to be taking care of money-wise, say paying down debt-wise. So a couple different things. I went to the bank, so I have this extra money to add to it. But I've taken one of my flexible binders, and you can see just how flexible it is. These soft cover oops, there goes all my Post-its. This basket is from Target, the Target dollar spot. I have all kinds of stuff over here. I have, oh my gosh, I have a book, I have a necklace. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so as you can see, this is probably stuffed to the max, but I can still get it closed. And I have a link to these in my description. However, I mean, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just really think that these are great. And you can see it just has a skinny little binder clip in here, and I have all my cash in here. I've been just like adding to it, and just not doing anything. So like I said, we're gonna get a baseline. This is a notebook that I made. I used to sell my little notebooks and things like that on my Etsy, but I haven't done that in a while. I just have printables on there, but I love this one. I just think it's super cute because it's, you know, it's like bright and foily. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna organize cash, and we're gonna count cash, and we're gonna see where we're at. And then I'm going to be putting money back into the bank, because the more I thought about this on my little hiatus, whatever you want to call it, the more I thought, this is not probably the most ideal situation to have all this money at home. Because for me, this is a lot of money, and this is probably as good as it gets when it comes to my savings. But I don't know. I just think that it's probably just not smart. I don't know. So I decided, let me just put it in the bank. But what I'm going to do with some of it is I'm going to put it aside to make my last quarterly payment of 2022 towards our mortgage. So I haven't made any movement on that since last we were together. And I had planned to make 3 $5,400 payments over the course of, I had plans to make 4 $5,400 payments over the course of 2022. And that will put me in line with my goals as far as paying down our house a little bit sooner. We're in the same house. And so as you can see, all my cash is depleted from here. This is it, guys. This is it. Oops. See, I got to get a better situation. I've got to get my life in check. But anyways, so what I was saying was, I plan on making 4 payments, and I made 3 of them so far. And two of them were for $5,400. One of them was for $5,800. And I don't know why I had 58 in my head the way I did for so long, but you know what? It was $400 extra I made toward the debt. So I'm happy with it, you know, even if I probably could have used that money for something else. You know what I probably would have done with that money? Spent it, you know, done something less productive. All right. So what do we need? We need a calculator, right? So if you could see this new setup, if you could even call it that, you'd be like, oh, poor you. All right, so we have the pink calculator out. So we're gonna count money together and we're gonna see where we're at. Like I said, I just need to get a baseline, figure out, take $5,400 from here, get that ready for the bank, and well, to go make my payment on our mortgage. And then I will be putting the rest of this in the bank. I'm going to be putting it in a savings. So you're probably wondering, or maybe some of you are wondering because you've been with me for a while, am I going to go back to Capital One because they pay more? The last time I had money in my Capital One savings accounts, it worked great because you can have up to 20, I believe, savings accounts under one main account. So it worked great. You can move that money around. They look like electronic sinking funds. They're very, very user-friendly. However, it's just so difficult for me to actually get cash in hand once it's in Capital One. So I don't think that I'm going to be doing that. And the only way I can actually deposit cash is through Zelle. And for whatever reason, my Zelle wasn't working with my bank for the longest time. So I don't think I'm going to go the Capital One route. We just don't have one close by. There's a lot of cities have a branch. So I think basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this into my regular bank savings account. There are a lot of banks now are getting on the bandwagon with allowing you to have more than one savings account, so you can kind of name them and move money around like a cash envelope system. I don't think my bank is one of them, but I'm going to look into it. And interestingly enough, our local news, this is so funny. I thought this was funny. Our local news did a segment the other night on sinking funds and cash stuffing. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, where somebody's watching YouTube at the news station. But I just thought that was really funny that it's like gaining so much traction. Stuff that we've been doing since day one, right? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, $14. And okay, let's go to fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 80. 5, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So we have 190 in fives. That's what I want to write down. Hello. Oh my goodness. See how out of practice I am? I mean, I'm making a mess. I'm not organized. All right. So I'm going to take this little notebook. This is my well beat up, well used Optiflow pen by Staples. I absolutely love this pen. I used to have a whole pack of them. I'm down to this last one. All right, so this is September 15th, 2022. Total cash funds. And we're just going to write down by denomination. So ones, we had 14. Fives, 190. Okay. And then we're just going to keep going with 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. Okay, so we'll get a grand total in the end. So let's go to 10s now. All right, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 260. All right. All right, so this was, if you guys remember, I did a whole video on unstuffing my sinking funds. And so a lot of this money was from that. Oh my gosh. It's just been a while. Oh, so in the meantime, I didn't talk to you guys about this yet, but my husband had his lowest commission ever. Last month, I believe it was $400 and some. So I remember some of the, months where we'd get paid, I'd go over my paychecks, because he has a full-time job, I have a full-time job, he has retirement plus commission plus base pays. I just have my every other week payment. And some months, like earlier this year, he was getting between like $6,000 and $7,000 in commissions. I told you, up and down. It's like riding waves. So it was like $400 and some last month. So we're going to be going into, it's been about close to a year and a half that he's been at this job. So we're starting to get some real idea and a real feel for the, I guess maybe the months of the year, like when to expect higher commissions versus, when months are going to be a little bit tighter. So that's a good thing, for us to go through that whole phase and 2 entire cycles of this. It'll be interesting how it plays out over the holidays, but we'll see. All right, so 20s. 20, 40, 50, 81, 20, 40, 50, 82, 20, 40, 50, 83, 20, 40, 50, 84, 20, 40, 50, 85. Oh my goodness. Get a hold of this. So basically, every time we get paid and I have extra money, like, I brought it home like I was going to the video, and I just kept squirreling it away in the binder. So 20, 40, 50, 86, 20, 40, 50, 87. This is so soft and dry. 20, 40, 50, 88, 20, 40, 50, 89, 20, 40, 50, 80,000. It's just hard to get a grip on it. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 82, 20, 40, 50, 83, 20, 40, 50, 84, 20, 40, 50, 85, 20, 40, 50, 86, 20, 40, 50, 87, 20, 40, 50, 88, 20, 40, 50, 89, 20, 40, 50, 80, 10, another 1,000. Oh, I can't wait to take this out of the bank. Oh, Lord. All right, 20, 40, 50, 81, 20, 40, 50, 82, 20, 40, 50, 83, 20, 40, 50, 84, 20, 40, 50, 85, 20, 40, 50, 60. So 25, 60. All right. And like I said, I'm going to be putting aside $5,400 so I can make that quarterly payment. I cannot believe we are approaching October. In October, November, December is the last quarter of the year. Thus, the last quarter I'll be making my early mortgage payoff payment for 2022. And that would bring me to a total, let me see, because some of you are interested in that. Some of you may not be, but I made $5,400 plus $5,400 plus $5,800, and now I'll be making another $5,400. So I will have paid an additional $22,000 on our mortgage this year. I cannot even tell you guys. I think I still have it linked down below. Check out if you have a mortgage and you're looking to pay off early. Check out Dave Ramsey's early mortgage payoff calculator. It is shockingly eye-opening. I mean, every little bit counts. A couple dollars here and there extra a month counts. If you can make just one extra mortgage payment a year, whether you do it all at once or you spread it out over 12 months, however you do it, the amount of time that you shave off of the term of your mortgage is incredible. So if that's something you're thinking of, or if you're saving money, I mean, that's a different story. You wouldn't use that calculator, but if you just put all the extra aside at anything that you can and, do away with things, it's so rewarding to see those numbers come down and to see that our mortgage should have been paid off in 2037, I think. What, 2037? I don't even know. And now if I stay on track with this, it'll be sometime in 2025. I mean, the difference. Ugh. All right, 50s. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000. Guys, check out my Instagram. It's my personal Instagram now. I cannot... I cannot upkeep 2 different Instagrams anymore. I have my personal one listed down below. It's not that exciting. I post a lot of decor, home stuff. But if I get more people, flocking over from the budget side of things, I'll start doing budgeting content more over there. you know, and also I have a TikTok called Charm Year Round, and I'm just doing like, I was doing a lot of Halloween like shopping videos, like I just kind of like go browse around and show you what's a TJ Maxx or whatever for Halloween. And I just did, I spent my birthday money and I just did an unboxing of the Beats by Kim earpods, so I was really excited to get those. I missed the first launch, and then I was like, oh my gosh, and I had Amazon gift cards. They had them on Amazon. It's so exciting. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. That's 2000. Yeah, I had a birthday in August, so that was something that happened as well. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 10. That's 3,000. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 4,000. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 58, 5,000. 51, 52, 53, 350. So 5350. So maybe you're wondering, how long did it take you to save this money? Years, a couple years, honestly. We saved it by, so many different ways. If you're interested, I have so many videos over the past couple years on how we made money on the side, how we saved, what we did with my husband's unemployment money when he lost his job, his long-term job that he had, what we did with the extra money that he got during COVID for that, Grubhub on the side, my full-time job, his new full-time job, his retirement. I mean, any source of income that we could pull from, that's how we got here. So we're down to the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 8,000. And 2. So we have 8,200 and 100s. All right. So now, what was all this money earmarked for? Some of it was for our taxes, and I did make the first half tax payment. So I did that earlier in the summer. And then obviously it was for our early mortgage payoff. I paid off my student loans just over a year ago now. I know a lot of people are getting money back, those who paid their loans off within the past 2 years, I think since COVID started. But I couldn't get any of my money back. I couldn't get a refund. What people were doing was getting their money refunded, any money that they paid during COVID, and then those loans forgiven, but I couldn't do it. So anyways, you know, it doesn't matter. My student loans are paid off. I try not to look back. I know people are getting big breaks on that now, which I'm, you know, whichever side of the fence you fall on, how you feel about that. But I paid mine off, and I paid the last $10,000 and some last August all at once. So yeah, it's done. So that money is gone. All right, so I had $14 plus $190 plus $260, $25.60, $53.50, and $8,200. So grand total of $16,574. You might think, wow, how did you manage to save all that? Or is that all you could do since you've been gone? This isn't since I've been gone. I mean, I've been saving this money for a long time. I just added to it while I was gone. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take out $5,400 because I have to stay on track with my plan. All right, so we're going to do 16,574 minus 5,400. It will give us a total of $11,174 remaining. So you might be thinking, is this it? Like, are you not going to do budgeting anymore because you're putting your money in the bank, or, you know, what's next? And to be honest with you, I am excited to get back into budgeting. Super excited, actually. I'm thrilled to still be on track, to be honest, with everything that I've had going on over the past 6 months. You know, and everything's fine. You know, but I am shocked that I'm as on track as I am, or I should say we, because it's a partnership with me and my husband. I mean, we both do our part, but I'm very excited to get back into the swing of things. And I know I've said that before, but honestly, it's true. I'm excited to get back into planning. My planning kind of went out the window. You know, everything was just up in the air. And sometimes that happens, you know, life happens. And I think the most important thing that you can do during those moments is just, you know, as soon as things calm down, as soon as you feel ready, I think that it's important just to pick up where you left off and, you know, try to do even better. So that's going to be my focus. So if you're here till the end, I love you guys. I mean, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, because you definitely get the whole picture, the full story. And so, like I said, just keep checking back with me. I'm probably going to do another video within a few days or so, and talk to you guys about, you know, how I'm managing September's pay, and then, you know, we'll be getting right back into it in October. So thanks so much, guys. I missed you very much. I'm so glad that you're still here, and I appreciate you and your support. And like I said, join me over on Instagram. I have my link down below, and check out the Dave Ramsey calculator if you haven't. And I have some other of my favorite things listed also. So if you're interested in that, just check it out. So I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.